Hello, fellow armchair generals. This is Gamer1745 here with my continued playthrough of, Hearts of Iron 3 with Black Ice 9.11. When I start talking, I often, at the beginning of the, because I haven't been talking a lot, start to either hiccup or burp or something at sometimes. So yeah, okay, we're gonna continue this. Been a few days since I've really been playing. And I just spent, almost 3 hours doing sort of behind the scenes maintenance to the game without letting the clock go ahead. Everything from turning these guys here, well, no, not that, these guys here into sort of almost reasonable divisions. We're still getting the artillery being sent down. It took a little longer to build those. I don't know what I'm going to do with some of the African Rifle militia units. And shifting our naval transports everywhere, it seems like. Oh, and we are... Oh. And heavy bomber crew training advanced. Very good. Well, since it's so far out of date, we'll let that continue. And we've also initiated no, that's not it. Here it is. Hope that may be going a little fast. Invasion here of Mauritania. It's not sure why they picked Mauritania to be Free French or go over to the British. And Reunion not to be, but... They're okay. We can stop that. They were doing port strikes, going after that, which I really don't wish them to have continued that. Going after the ships that retreated out of. We would give them money for some oil. Okay. There we go. Out of Kenya. And so they're being loosely escorted by that force there. Okay, they're hitting there. They can support that attack. Okay, yeah, oh, no. Now, you guys, yeah, you guys go there. And we're winning there. And we won there. Got this armored division down there. Okay, well. They're gonna go there. Just planes out here. Okay, well. Okay, Totenkopf. I think these guys are going to be really useful when it comes to taking Nepal and Bhutan. Okay, we've got more than enough supplies, so let's still want to produce more than we need at the moment, just so the massive fluctuations don't hit us real bad. of course, you can see here we're expanding our oil everywhere, though we are keeping enough fuel. That's partly because I'm still people. I know those that are long-term viewers know that I'm not the best on some of these mechanics, and some of these mechanics are rather opaque to me, meaning I can't see them well. And that's sort of the complaint, and what they've tried to do in Hearts of Iron 4, change it. I know how to create more supplies. That is by moving this slider, and it creates more supplies. How do you create more? How is fuel determined to be created? I think it's based on the raw numbers of ICs, or this number. I think maybe it has something to do with the amount of supplies that are made. I don't know. I just don't know. Maybe there's a clear explanation somewhere. I just never tripped across it. That very well could be. So like right now, I'm because I have enough ICs, I'm building more oil wells, but obviously I don't need more oil right now. Not that I couldn't use more oil, I just don't need it, because we do have this ability to build more refineries and other things which more efficiently creates oil. So that means because we can look here, this fuel is the TRE wood gas is an effect that we have that, again, if you don't remember, a long time ago, no, not everyone watches, you can burn wood as well as coal. That's called coal gas, though this is wood gas. You can burn it, and if you trap the fumes coming off of it, I could say smoke, but the fumes coming off of it, if you trap that and take it into a system, you can then burn that. Okay, gaslight, Sherlock Holmes, the 1880s, all those things, all the gas in like the city of London wasn't, at least this is my understanding, I know much of it wasn't natural gas coming out of the ground that they were lighting up, piping through the city, and then you would light up in your house. It was coal gas. Britain had lots and lots of coal. They'd bring coal to factories. They would burn the coal. An offshoot of it would be coal gas that they would put into the gas piping system to people's houses, and then you would burn that. Now, I think they may have also, may have been using the coal for the heat to generate other things like steam power as well. I don't know that they were, but that's coal gas. Wood gas, I'm only talking about this because I just brought it up, and I know I haven't talked about it earlier, and as like was it Rick or Dan said, I really like it when you talk about something new. But yeah, these guys have watched multiple series in Germany, and we come across the same thing multiple times, so I totally understand if a few of you want to jump through this. Wood gas is that they similarly, you can build or burn wood and it will put off gas. So they actually made sort of I don't know if you want to call them fireplaces, if you will, on cars and trucks and even motorcycles and tractors, in which you put wood into them, you close it up, it obviously has a place for oxygen to come in, you burn it, the gas goes up through a system and then gets pumped into the internal combustion engine, and the combustion engine will use that gas to power a regular automobile, truck, bus, tractor, motorcycle. Motorcycles were mostly like things with motorcycles with sidecars, and whether they still carry a passenger there or was just a sidecar that carried the wood gas burning thing. So you could do this. Now it was considerably underpowered. I don't know, 40% of what it would be on a similar size petrol engine, gasoline engine. That's why I'm saying either petrol or gasoline, because it's a not a liquid. So Germany and Britain and Finland, I know, and I presume other things, did massive efforts during the war to convert. Actually, there's some photos of testbed tanks and testbed half-tracks converted to wood gas, though they leave a huge area of stuff that's external to the vehicle that is opened and would be unarmored and easily to destroy. And I know it's very underpowered, so it's not a practical thing to use for combat vehicles, though I have seen out in the fields actual photographs, out what looks to be, at least on the Eastern Front, trucks using wood gas, and that would be a little more, I think, appropriate, because they'd be supply trucks or something else that are just burning wood gas to reduce fuel needs for an army. And if you're in reasonably good condition, you can use those around, and they're not like moving troops or towing artillery or anti-tank guns in and out of position. They're just bringing up the daily bread, literally, or whatever, to the troops, and that kind of stuff. So that would work some, but most of this was on the home front, and so that I use as an effect to simulate, as later goes on, continuing industrial as well as industrial, commercial, and private use of petrol or motor engine vehicles of different types. Can't get, I don't think, enough power, not practically, for an airplane. I'm sure you could build a big lightweight airplane and put some engines on it and then carry almost nothing, because you'd have so much weight for the wood and underpowered. So you could do it, I'm sure, but it would be difficult. But so you could do that for your domestic use. So that's an effect that I have to simulate the less need for fuel overall, and still keeping your home industry. But we also have obviously somewhat simulated here as oil refining efficiency. So that would mean more fuel. So several things that are using make sure that our convoy is under attack. Okay. Oh. Well, you can go back home. You guys come up here. Let's go naval striking passive. Open that up a little bigger. There we go. Oh, that's good. Sort of kind of want to stay away from too much. Already 5 units there, 4 units there, and they're already being struck by some. Okay, you come up to there. Rebase, yeah, there we go. That's what we want. And we do have some escorts out. Oh, hell. You guys go back to base. So I want you to form up in a proper squadron. Okay, you guys have some organization. You come up to here. Oh, good. There we go, reinforcements. There we go. There we are. Push towards the capital there. Well, it will be a capital. Where is, yeah, Cape Town. Yeah, it would be sort of the British capital would be Cape Town. Okay, head back up to here. Yeah. So you're not pushing any more supply problems there. Naval strike tactics, very good. We're doing a bunch of that. Yeah, let that continue. And we must have gotten a bunch of fighters, it looks like. More available. I guess we've got some carriers under production. A few jets, a few more jets, more fighters, more transports. Really, as you can sort of see, thinking I'm getting ready to take over the air over Britain and towards that end. And okay, that's enough for now. I also shifted down here, know that they might not have any freaking fuel. Air intercept down here. But Gallantolfo's down here as well. Okay, now. Do I jump straight onto the port? No. We're gonna jump to here. And I don't know if you're gonna have enough organization, but try to jump to there. And you jump to there. Surround Batavia. Hopefully you'll be able to go after these guys. Now that we have more escorts up, let's see if we can get these guys over there. A lot of mud starts to clear, well, good. And we've won our battle in Mauritanias. We'll add a port, 2 air bases, 2 radars. I don't know if they're actually going to try to counter-invade us, but that could be useful. That's why I wanted that. Just simple pillboxes, not big fortification. You can look at the Channel Islands, and there's several real good documentaries that look at the fortifications on the Channel Islands. if you're an American, I know it's these guys. Germany did extensive fortifications, and that takes quite a while to build. It doesn't take quite a while to do more than just digging in, and by that I mean show up with some concrete, get some local materials, and build some just basic pillboxes, but also build a lot of because what I take to be digging in is guys with shovels and sandbags, and that's sort of about it. If you look at a little bit more, would be add a little bit of wood, collect rocks. You want to use rocks so that when something hard comes in, it will, explosive, when you have something hard, it'll come in and hit there and then detonate on the rocks, as opposed to maybe penetrate all the way through the soft earth. But you want to have earth on either side so that when something does, a lot of earth, something does hit, it explodes and absorbs it. So you want the both absorption. This is what was found, especially if you look at non-exploding shells. If you could build fortifications, they found like this, the British found, I mean, not that it wasn't known, but a lot of the fortifications that the American rebels used, particularly in the South, on some of their coastal batteries, there were a lot of soft earth and sort of soft palm tree type logs that just absorbed incoming shot, as opposed to being able to sort of hit it hard and impact and pound it through. And so a good amount of absorption is really useful. But with high velocity shell types, you can still penetrate that. But with some hard and soft, it really works the best. So you can do something simple that takes not months, but more in the idea of weeks to get, oh, we want to move all that to the top, get built. And that's sort of the idea here, because we can look at that November 7th. So yeah, you know, it shouldn't take more than a month to build some level of minimum pillboxes that do have some level of cement, concrete type. Oh good, we are here. Yeah, that's about what we were just looking at. They're counterattacking. We've got lots and lots of reinforcements coming. You attacked these Bhutanese forces. Okay, and you won. Good. Okay, we'll no longer receive money for that. Okay, port strike tactics have advanced. Why am I going to politics? I meant to come over here. Yeah, we're gonna let those continue. Something we neglect because I normally don't do a lot of it. We would give no. Will you operate? Will you jump? Not sure whether it's the lack of supplies or the lack of organization that's keeping them from jumping. The other option, of course, is a naval invasion. Okay. Good, one up in Delhi again. Okay, well, we've got here, so let's... Basically the same type of unit. Support the attack. Carry out the attack. And support the attack. There we go. Now we should be able to punch our way through. Let's save this before the 1st of the month. Don't like how it's already behaving a little bit. Should be playing with the... I think I'll... stop. I think I'm going to go back to that last save before the 1st of the month. Time to dig in. And start a new episode there. I know this won't be terribly long, but I think some of you will like that. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for liking the videos. It does really help. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. And I also really love hearing from you, so say hi, make a comment, make a criticism, make a correction, just anything. Love hearing from you. See you next time for more Hearts of Iron.